Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I thought I would kick the year off with a video that I haven't done for the longest time, and that is a what's in my bag video. I used to love watching these when they first started doing the rounds on YouTube years ago, and I just really like to see what other people have. Sometimes I've had really good ideas and thought actually that could be super useful, so I thought I would just go through that with you because things change all the time that I like to carry around. Now first things first, you'll probably be able to tell from the thumbnail I like a big handbag, and this is my current one, and this is a Teddy Blake bag. It is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's red on the inside, which is the first thing I love about it, and it has two zip pockets on either side, so you've got one here and then a big middle section, and there is a shoulder strap that comes with it, as well as obviously you can just carry it with the handles, but it also fits my laptop in there, so if I am going off for the day and I'm going to need that, I can obviously put that in. It takes my planner in here. I can also put my vlog camera in, so it really does hold everything, so I absolutely love it. I will link below to the Teddy Blake website where you can see the best deals that they have. It's a luxury handbag line. Their bags are from Italy, but they do come to you at really good prices, so it's basically a luxury brand where they are bringing the bags to you at the best price possible, and I do love this. The quality is amazing and it's just my sort of thing. I love a big bag, and it does have these little poppers at the side, so you can kind of shut it if there's not too much in there. But definitely check out the link below because they have a huge range of bags, all different colours, all different sizes. They have something for everyone. And one thing that I do currently have inside the bag, with this being quite a big bag with one big section in the middle, obviously you do have the side pockets and I'll show you what's in those, but I do have one of these bag organisers. I got this from, it was either eBay or Amazon, I will link it below, and it basically has loads of sections for you to put your stuff so you can grab it quickly, because sometimes with a bigger bag you're rooting around in there trying to find things. It can become really annoying very quickly, so I love having this bag insert so that I can just see everything that is in there as soon as I look into the bag. So let's just start going through some of the things that I have, and just looking in here, two of the first things I'm seeing are slightly weird to have in your bag in the winter, but I do always carry these things around. First of all are my sunglasses. In the winter, quite often, even though it's very cold, it is very bright, and if you're going in the car somewhere or something, you do sometimes need your sunglasses, so I do have those in there. And the other thing I have, this is even weirder for most people, but I have my handheld fan. This is usually for Florida. That's the original reason I bought it. I am someone who is always too hot. I don't really feel the cold that badly, and I really don't like being too hot. It is not something that I enjoy at all, so I carry around my fan even in the winter. Sometimes whenever you go somewhere they have the heating on really high, and then I get really hot if I'm like indoors, if I'm shopping or something like that, and I do bust out this fan fairly regularly for that reason, so I always carry it with me even in the winter. I know that's kind of strange, but it's just something that I do. Next up I have a mini can of Diet Coke. I always try and have one of these with me just in case I am desperate for a drink. The fact that it's small means that it's not too heavy, so that is always good as well. And I don't use them kind of every day by any means, but it's just always in there in case I do get desperate for a drink and I'm not near anywhere to go and get one. And for that same reason, I always like to have a snack in my bag. And at the moment, I think I have got a cereal bar in here somewhere, although I can't see it immediately. I also have some animal crackers. These were given to me when I was in the States. I think I was in the DVC lounge at Disney, completely random, and I didn't sort of feel like eating them at the time, and they've made it all the way back to the UK with me, and now they are in my bag. So next time I get peckish, I will eat those. And often I just have them if I go on a train somewhere, or if I'm in the car and I skip breakfast or something. It's just really good to have something in your bag because it's not good to get really hungry. Next up I have my phone. This is the iPhone 10. By the way, where possible, I will link these items in the description of where you can get them, things like the fan and stuff like that. And next up I have mini hairbrush. With me having long hair and having extensions, I do need to brush them multiple times a day, otherwise they do get very tangled. This little one I think was just from Superdrug, and it's a really good size, but it is a proper brush rather than a comb, so that comes in really handy. And I also have a little section here where I keep a few makeup items. I really don't carry around a lot of makeup with me. I tend to just do my makeup in the morning and that's it. But the things I do always have with me are my Beauty Pie One Powder Wonder. This powder is incredible. It honestly is. I've got a little dent in it, which is super annoying. It is a white looking powder, but don't be alarmed by that because it doesn't look like that when you put it on. But it is just so good at keeping your skin matte, making pores and fine lines look smaller. It's just such an all-round great powder. I had been using a loose powder for the longest time, but I've switched to using this for touch-ups as well as just using in the morning when I do my makeup, and I love it. Beauty Pie has a slight difference to most online makeup brands. It's really amazing quality makeup, but they're kind of cutting out having stores and all of that kind of stuff and lots of crazy marketing, and it means that you get the items for a better price. What you actually have to do is sign up as a member, and the lowest tier I think is £5 a month, and then they have 10 and 20, and the higher your tier that you are on, the more kind of spending power you have. So the £5 one, which I have, is £50 a month worth of products you can get. So for example, this item, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the value of it, as in kind of what this thing would normally be, a comparable product might be £25, but you pay £6 or whatever it is. But it means that each month you could buy 2 of these because you have £50 worth of spending power, and this would normally be £25. I hope that makes sense. So you're not paying that amount for it, but you basically, your monthly fee that you pay is giving you the amount of money you can spend in value. I don't know if I explained that very well at all. The best thing to do is go online and read up about it. I will put a link in the description. You can go along there and it will make sense when you read it, because I probably explained that really badly. But the things I've had so far are incredible. This powder I love. I've got the Japan Fusion Cleanser is another thing that I just can't get enough of. So the products I've had so far have been really, really great. So I have that, and I also have a little small travel brush to use with this because you really do need a brush. Then I just have a couple of lipsticks. This is the one I'm wearing right now. It is my Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Santa Sangre, which is my absolute favourite lipstick ever. And I also have another Kat Von D. This is Lovesick. And I find with this one, it does look very, very matte. So I do like to put this on top, which is a Sephora lipstick. I don't even know what this is called because it doesn't say on the actual packaging. But it's in this, there's only one that has this type of silver tube, and it has the colour on the top, and this one is shade L17, but I absolutely love it. It's almost like a glossy lipstick, so it just works really well on top of matte lipsticks, just to give you a bit of a glossier look, but you still get the staying power of a matte lipstick. Then I just have some paracetamol, not very interesting. Let's get into the pockets here. So the first thing I have, of course, is my Erin Condren planner, and this one is my newest one. It's one of the softbound planners, and it's the smaller size. So this is just perfect. This is more of my personal planner. I have the Erin Condren Petite planner, which I use for all of my channel stuff and work stuff, and this is just kind of my regular diary. And it's exactly the same as a regular Erin Condren planner. It's the horizontal view, and then you do have the monthly layout exactly the same. You do have the page here. I've already put some decoration down here, but this is exactly the same as a life planner, but it is just in this sort of smaller soft bound size, which is really perfect. And I've just got my stickers in the front. I've got one of the clear pockets. I will link Erin Condren below. I do have a referral code for you to get $10 off your first order. You guys know I'm obsessed with Erin Condren. When it comes to stationery, I love everything they have. I use everything they have. I could not be more obsessed with it. So this is the planner I generally would take around in my bag. And to go along with that, I do have one of these little slim pencil cases. I think this one came from Morrison's actually, which is a bit random. And in here, I just have some whiteout, I have a pencil eraser, and then just some pens and one of my magnetic bookmarks. This is my Hogwarts one that I got at Diagon Alley in Universal when I was in Orlando. So I just have that little skinny pencil case so I don't carry all of my pens around. And also in this same side pocket I have my purse. Normally I use my bigger Coach wallet, but actually this is the one I use when I'm at Disney World, and I just haven't changed it back from when I was there in December. So I've kind of just got loads of change and cards and things jammed in there, but it kind of matches the red interior of the bag, so I kind of like that. And over into the other side of the bag, I have this little cable, which was from Primark, and it's one of these that is an adapter. So it has a mini USB, is it a mini USB or a micro USB? I don't know what that's called, but it charges lots of different things. And then you also have this bit on the end, which can just attach on, and that will charge my iPhone. And then it's just a USB on the other end. Normally I would have my Easyacc power bank in my bag, which is absolutely amazing. I know there's a lot of different kind of on-the-go chargers out there. Some of them are not very good, they run out really quickly, but the Easyacc one is great. I will link it in the description, I just don't have it to hand. I think it's somewhere charging at the moment. Oh, and I do have another pen in here. This is the Cath Kidston Mickey in London range, which they don't sell anymore, but when I left my job a few years ago, my colleagues got me this pen and I love it. And the other thing I always like to have in my bag is my on-the-go cup in case I go to Starbucks or to any coffee shop and I want to use a refillable mug. I do always try to do that. I don't like to use unnecessary paper cups, and this is one of the bamboo ones, which is biodegradable. Everything I think apart from the lid, when you are completely done with it and it's worn out, it's biodegradable, so it's not just going to go into landfill. And I think actually this little bit that you have to put around the middle, because these do get very hot on the outside, so when you buy it they suggest, or strongly suggest, that you buy this thing to go around just to hold on to it. This one's actually personalised. It says maybe she's born with it, maybe it's caffeine, and it's got Victoria on there. I think I got this from Bewley in the New Forest when I went with Ian's family, and this one's just got a llama design, but they do tons of different ones. But yeah, this is perfect for if you're on the go. It's very lightweight. I do also have my Costa one, which is a metal one, and it does keep your coffee hot for hours on end, but it is quite big to carry around. So this one is the perfect little size, and it just is good for the environment, obviously, to take this around with me. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's normally in my bag that isn't currently, and the only things I can think of, I normally have some playing cards of some description, whether it's regular playing cards or Uno or Dino Dump from Big Potato Games. I normally have a card game in my bag because Ian and I love playing cards. If we go anywhere and we have any kind of moment where we're just sitting around, or if we were having a drink in a pub, or if we were going for a meal in a pub and we were kind of waiting for it to come, we would just play cards at any moment. We both love it. So normally I would have a deck of cards in my bag, and also I would normally have my Benefit Cakeless, I think it's Cakeless concealer. I love it. I will link it below. So ordinarily those things would be in there as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little look into what I have in my bag. I know that I'm super nosy. I love watching these videos to see what other people have. So if you did enjoy it, give it a thumbs up. I've also just remembered one more thing. It just drifted into my mind. Hand sanitizer. My hand sanitizer is over on the end table. That would normally be in there. Let's do that again. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for my weekly vlogs, and I have subscription unboxings. I'm going to be doing a lot more makeup videos, and also don't forget to check out Disney in Detail, which is my other channel where I have Disney vlogs, particularly Walt Disney World, but I've also been to Tokyo, Paris. There's all kinds of stuff over there, so if you're not familiar with that, I will link it below so you can check that out as well. I also have Instagram accounts for both channels, which are named exactly the same as my channel, so Victoria in Detail and Disney in Detail. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're all having a great day, and I will see you in the next one.